information. We'll be speaking with Yvonne Nikwe shortly. He will tell us how the case has traveled so far, and then we'll get to know the position of the minority caucus in Parliament after the arrest warrant was issued yesterday and after their member was spotted in Parliament yesterday, howbeit just a few minutes. Yvonne, good to have you on the lines. Thank you so much for joining us. This is something you've been following for a while now. Yesterday, the court issued the arrest warrant for Ernest Kumi. Talk to us first for residents in Akwatia. How are they responding to this development?
Good morning, Cosby, and good morning to our listeners. Now, for the residents in Akwatia, it's been a mixed feeling for them. Of course, it's a sharp divided constituency because of the situation of elections as to back and forth on who wins that constituency. Some believe that indeed he has flouted the orders of the court and needs to be dealt with. Others felt that, well, the EC has declared him as MP for the area. He should be left to continue his work. And so for those constituencies, that has been the feeling and reaction from them since the news broadcast for his bench warrant yesterday.
But talk to us, what happened in court yesterday as well?
Okay, so yesterday in court, when the case was called, the MPP lawyer for Ernest Kumi, Davis Nimako Mafo, rose to, as the word, make a case or possibly pass information to the High Court judge, but he was denied. The judge, just His Lordship, Justice Senior Ameda, says he will not record him because he had not officially made a case to appear for the case, and so he did not see why he should be allowed to actually make a case or even put information through. So we just went ahead to actually read as the cases had unfolded. The NDC guys had placed in the interim injunction and was upheld by the court. When the MPP was also denied their case to squash that interim injunction for him, Ernest Kumi, to be still the MP as the actual election case be determined. And so the judge said that since Ernest Kumi had flouted his orders by availing himself in court to be sworn in, especially when the clerk of parliament had cautioned him and said that the consequences thereof, he needs to bear them, him accepting it, and the authorities, he also cited other cases that had occurred before, he feels that the MP, as declared by the EC and then Kumi, did disobey the court, and so a bench warrant for his arrest is the case and not brought to the court for a sentence of conviction. Now, the NDC counsel, lawyer Bernard Bediako-Bede, says, well, it's in order what the court had said because their interim injunction, as it were, was in the right direction. And so for them, it was a happy moment for them, what transpired in court yesterday. But it was actually a case of reflection for the NPP side. A handful of them, including lawyer Gary Nanko, who turned up in court yesterday, did not want to speak on the ruling.
We understand the judge, Justice Senior, he also held that the convict, throughout the hearing process, failed to appear in court in person. Was there a time that he ever was in court? And I'm talking about the Akwatia MP.
Exactly so. So right after the High Court upheld the interim injunction of the DC, that was the last time the MP and the lawyer was in court. I'm referring to the case since after the December election. And so that was the last time we saw him in court. Subsequently, he was not found in court, neither his lawyer, Gary Nimako. Now, let me make this point as well. Yesterday, his lordship, Justice Senior, actually said that there was a letter for the minority caucus pleading that the MP actually had parliamentary business, reason why he was not availing himself. But His Lordship Justice Senior said that he couldn't agree with the letter because it would contradict his earlier decision, which is that he should not be allowed or probably be called an MP for the area until the determination of the court. And so that particular letter was not recorded for the court purposes. And so this is what transpired in court yesterday.
So going forward, you already spoke to us about what the reaction of the residents has been. But going forward, for supporters of the NPP there in the Akwatia constituency, what would they want to see happen? Well,
for them who are solidly behind Ernest Kumi, the hope would be for him to continue to be the MP of the electoral commission. That's the position. Hoping.
Yvonne, unfortunately, you were breaking up at a point. Could you make your point again?
Yes, I'm saying that for those constituents who are staunch NPP, they're hoping that justice is given to the MP for him to continue his MPship as declared by the Electoral Commission. They believe that as the Electoral Commission has declared him, he is supposed to be the MP and run the constituency for the next 4 years. But yes, this is the court ruling. We'll see how it turns out, how everything unfolds as well. We do know that, as I said early on, there's a sharp crisis there where the NDC believes that it also has a case. 4 years ago, the NDC was in power for that constituency. Okoye was the MP. Now the seat has turned back to the NPP after the Amase era. So it's a constituency to watch from today till as the court cases continue to unfold. Let's see what the police and everybody who is mandated to work do.
Yvonne, thank you. Thank you so much for your time with us on the program. Yvonne Nikwe is our Eastern Regional correspondent speaking with us there.